Good morning. How are we all doing today? Welcome to another live day trading session. I'm your host, Johnny Trades. Today is February 5th. Market opens in exactly 3 minutes. It is now 7:26 my time. SMCI, man, it was on our list today. We were looking at trading it at around that $28 level for a possible bounce to $30. It went all the way up to $32, and I missed most of the rally. I didn't want to buy at 30, 35, and I finally bought it to 30.50s, 31.50s. So I got 40 shares at 31.57. Could go either way. Could lose money, could make money, or we could break even. So excited to share this with you all. This is my only trade right now, as Sound also pushed up from 16 to 16.50. That would have been a nice move. Lunar trying to push up, but getting rejected kind of off of that moving average. So SMCI seemed to be the play today. Let's see how it goes. It did have some news. As far as news, it was NASDAQ futures plunge as Alphabet and AMD earnings disappoint. US ADP job report in focus. It doesn't have to push up higher, but it definitely could. It's going to go right back down to where it was. Could. Definitely could. You guys are all having a great morning so far. Buy 10 more here. For some reason I keep having to adjust my market orders. 3105. Gonna wait. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to trade today, guys, because my quality is really bad. Hello, good morning. Good morning. This is our trade today. Fortunately, it was not the best trade. Sound selling off, XPV selling off, Lunar selling off, SMCI trying to sell off, SoFi pushing up. Let's see if the news helps with this rally. If we can get more of a push up. Markets are officially open here. It's the only stock we're going to be looking at today. Good morning, good morning. Looks like everything seems to be working okay now. Waiting for confirmation. That's something we should have done already. Something we should have done sooner was just kind of wait for that confirmation. SoFi pushing up. SMCI up today. Lunar selling off, but Lunar can come back down to $16. There was news saying that it could go back to 16. Sound pushing up from that 1580 moving average back up from 1580 to 1640. Very nice move. As far as the markets are going, it looks like it pushed up pre-market and it's now beginning to sell off. We'll see if it retests here for either a break of support or we will continue to rally. And I'm just sharing my links, making sure we let everyone know. Let everyone know that we are live. All of our different communities, over 7,000 subscribers, or close to 7,000 subscribers. QQQ not holding support, selling off. SQQ would be a nice play today if it continues to sell off. There's a lot of greed. Let's see. There's a lot of greed. Looks like it's switching over to fear a little bit here in just a second. Gold also pushing up over that mark. Perfectly nice. If it continues to go up and we get a sell-off, JDST might be the play. LUNR under $20, so that's good. We want to see this go back to, you know, even $16 levels. That would be great. We're going to put these alerts down. Doesn't have to happen all in one day either. Could take a majority of days, take a few days to happen. It's already down at 1990. So, I mean, this could push all the way back up to 20. Doesn't mean it has to, though. Okay, SMCI slowly selling off. This was a very strong resistance, now acting as a support. We're going to buy 10 here and get kind of heavy on it to see if we can't break and get out. Might be all of my shares at this level, but we brought our average from, I think, 30.80, 30.70 down to 30 or 31.70, 31.60 down to 31.24. Would have been nice to get a little bit better of an average down in the 60s, but nonetheless, I'm only going to be risking about 2% here to make around 2 or 3%. So let's see if this pushes back up. Doesn't mean it has to. It could. LUNR trying to push back up as well. Might not be able to find what it's looking for. LUMN. Again, thinking it would go up a little bit more. Came all the way back down. Look at that sell-off. Huge sell-off. These are definitely companies you don't want to invest in, guys. Very risky companies indeed. Okay, 5 minutes looking good. Can we get back up to $32? Maybe lock in some profits here. Let's see how it goes. Back to break even. We're going to get our limit order ready to sell. Let's go 31.99 again. We're going to sell half at 31.99. Back to that open. Can't get above the open. 31.03 it looks like. 31.04 was the open. All right. All of our links are spread, guys. Glad to be here. Help, what's up? Arju, hello. Charles, 5th day. Major, hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Very risky trade today, guys. Very risky trade indeed here. Shouldn't even be in this position trading it, but I am. And it looks like it failed. It failed to hold support. Wow. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you freaking know it, man? Shorts are stepping in. See if we can hold support at these levels. QQQ remaining bullish, staying above those moving averages, trying to stay above that 200-day moving average. This continues to stay bullish, then we may see everything else begin to go up. AMD took a huge hit from 126 down to 106. Nvidia pushing up, testing this previous support now as a resistance. Google selling off. Microsoft retesting that 200-day moving average. Meta breaking through its previous resistance. Amazon selling off today. And Apple trying to push up from that big sell-off from last night. QQQ still doing good. Holding SMCI, that would have been the point to buy right there. Buying more here and then get that rally on the dip. Less of a percent risk as well. Looks like we're just going to continue to sell off back to $28 levels. And why wouldn't we, right? Why wouldn't we? Maybe holding this one just a little longer today, just to get some people to sell, lock in profits, and potentially get back in and ride this wave back up. Doesn't mean it has to happen, guys. This is my trade today. And another trade could have been. I was looking at it right here. I was thinking about buying 10 shares to start it because I was looking at the fact that, hey, it could come back down. It can come down 5%. It can go up 6%. I was kind of in the middle. A lot of consolidation at this level. And I thought, well, maybe I'll buy a few shares. Totally didn't. Popped all the way up to 30 for $1.72 per share, 6%. Then popped up another 6%, making another dollar. So guess where I bought? At the high. I literally bought right where everyone was selling. It all looks so easy on a zoomed out QQ chart. Yeah, QQ, man. QQ, 1 hour. Look at this. 507s, pulled up, got rejected, came back down, went back up, passed through that 200-day moving average, came back up, found support, got rejected, passed back through. So, I mean, there's been a lot of consolidation over the last 2 months since December, all of January, and now into February. Just so much consolidation right here on the Qs. Lunar looked like it did find a little support here at 19, but still going down. SMCI still going down as well. Oh my gosh. That was my trade for the day, guys. What a joke. I'm gonna ride this a little longer though, honestly. I'm already this deep. Might as well. Gonna test this 200-day moving average here. Once it gets to 29, maybe 29.50-ish, or it'll go all the way back down. And it'll just stay right there. This happens, okay? This happens all the time, right? Again, we talked about it yesterday. Fear of missing out, making sure we take, trades that make sense to us. It made sense here, not up here. Buying at 31.50 was perfect, right? I bought at 31.50, should have sold at 32. 31.60, 31.70, 31.48. Should have sold right there at 32, got out. Wow. And honestly, I should have got out right there on this push up that didn't work. Retest. That was my 1 or 2%. It could be very hyped too. You know, there could be a lot of investors stepping in to get in here long term. Definitely possible. Sound consolidating at new lows. Lunar consolidating at new lows. SOFI pushed up from 15 to 1545, back to 1530. Yeah, SMCI took some money today, didn't they? And I saw the news. It was negative news, but it pumped up really nice. Google slid over negative 7% pre-market, reported weaker than expected Q4 as growth in cloud business slowed. AMD slumped more than 8% in pre-market trading as chipmaker full year forecast for its data center business failed to impress investors. PLTR jumped 24% after the data analytics company posted upbeat Q4 results. SMCI climbed over 8% after artificial intelligence server maker announced that it would provide an FQ2 business update on February 11th. So that is coming up. Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to start sitting on my hands. I have to start sitting on my hands during these live trading sessions. NVIDIA, yeah, nice push. Had news, AI story awaits new chip boost from 118 to 122, guys. That was beautiful, beautiful move here. Even at 119 to 122, a $2.70 per share move. Testing those resistance levels. Let's see if it could push back above it. See if it gets rejected or not. Yeah, still looking good here. And there's that break. No. 122.30, 122.30. Getting rejected. Oh, here we go. It's going to break above 122.30. Or is it just going to start consolidating? NVIDIA with the break. Let's see. 122.30. Critical area right there. Double top. Looks like it's getting rejected. Yeah, a lot of rejection at 122.30 for NVIDIA. Looks like it's getting rejected. QQQ still slowly pushing up. SMCI finding some support at 29.79 for a moment. Doesn't mean it has to hold. Doesn't mean it has to go up. Look at this little tiny range it has right now. Again, went in too heavy. Too heavy. There's no reason to buy. I mean, you know, obviously I thought this could go up $33, $34, $35. That's on me to think that. Buying this retracement back on the moving average made sense to me, right? It made sense. Held right here once, 2, 3, 4 times, had a nice push up, and then got rejected. So that made sense to me. Getting in too heavy, and now it's like do or die, right? It's my cash account. This trade either works or it doesn't. But there's no trades after because I used all my purchasing power. And that's it. That's it for the entire day until tomorrow. So it's That's what makes, you know, small account challenges hard too. Just the simple fact that you want to go in heavy to get your profits, especially when you see a move working. But when it goes against you and it doesn't play out, it's almost like you waste a day trade. And that's where I find myself struggling this year anyways. I want to catch these runs. I see the potential in these runs. I catch the end of the run, and that's exactly what happened. So this, you know, I guess, let's see, what's today? Wednesday? Today and tomorrow, or tomorrow and Friday, we're going to be sitting on our hands. I don't care if there's a perfect setup that I think. We're going to be sitting on our hands tomorrow and Friday for at least the first 20 or 30 minutes. See, because if it finds support right here, it just validates the whole point, right? 20 minutes into the market open, it finds its support range, and then maybe from support range, it pushes back up to resistance range. It needs 20, 30 minutes or so to set itself up. So a lot of consolidation around 31.75, it looks like, right around that level. That's going to be our resistance. And again, this could continue to sell off. It doesn't have to have any type of support level at all, okay? Just to let you guys know that. If we're looking back here at the 1 hour, it makes sense why that would be a support. Had some support here, had some consolidation here. Also a lot of consolidation here around that $30 mark. You know, pushing up from 29 to 32, beautiful move. Did the exact same thing right here. See that? Almost like a double top on a larger scale. So, you know, let's see if it holds. I don't know. If there is a lot of consolidation, this would be the point where I get tired and frustrated, or just don't really care to hold the position any longer, as you know, didn't go into my favor. But a lot of times this is where it could reverse. 3 stages of reversal. You got your downtrend, your rejection period, you got your consolidation period at those levels. It's not making higher highs or higher lows, and then that confirmation period should start to look something like that, to where you have your 3 stages of reversal. Your 1, 2, 3. Now, timing reversals can be very hard. Obviously, I tried to time this little breakout here. I tried to time the reversal here, and that was a small reversal, but it got rejected, right? So buying at 30.62, selling at 31.30 would have been a very nice move either way. That tiny little move there was 75 cents per share in profit. And again, you know, buying here, we're in this exact same scenario as Monday and as Tuesday. We bought too high, we rode that trade plan down to where the support level was and back up, resulting in a break-even trade. But it could have been more like, you know, at Monday it was like a $200 or $300 profit trade. Yesterday, easily $100, $200 trade, but the execution was poor. So instead of making $100 yesterday, we're just breaking even, right? Down 50, down 100, and when the plan actually plays out, we're breaking even. We're making $100, but we're making the $100 back from where we held at previous highs. It's been happening the last couple of days. I really don't know. I think I'm just trying to force a trade. Trying to force trades. Going in too heavy. You know, I can't manage it's hard to manage risk when you only have the one trade, so having less position size would definitely help. I'm just thinking out loud, guys, so I hope this helps with your thought process as well, or maybe something you're struggling with. I hope this helps. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. JNUG up 6%, so if it were to come back down, JDST would be the play to make today. 20 back to 21, that'd be a nice dollar per share on a retest if gold begins to retrace and go back down to those levels. A lot of consolidation at $30. It may just sit at $30. It may go back to $28.50. I'll keep you guys updated in our Discord. And if this is your first time watching, I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 100% free, lifetime access. If you want to become a Discord member, simply subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that first link in the description below so you can get your free access. Free, 100% free lifetime access membership to our Discord. The LTE team, learn to earn, learn how to make money in the stock market. It's funny, I've been promoting this all week and I'm breaking even or losing a few dollars, right? It happens. There's seasons for it. There's days that does happen. Let's see if we could buy, just pick up 5 here. That way it shows us that we're trying to buy at these lows. We're trying to buy at these lows, man. We have 85 shares in at $2,500. Almost back up to our stop loss. How funny is that? Major different trading style, but I'm finding markets too sideways. Yeah, markets are really sideways, really choppy at these overbought levels. No one knows what to do. Do we keep buying more or do we sell and lock in profit? Oh, I sold and locked in profit and it pushed up higher. Or, oh, I'm going to buy more and now it came back down. Like, it's insane right now. There's so much consolidation. Just tell us what we need. Are we in a bull market this year or are we in a bear market? Or are we in this weird consolidation market where it's just going to be a flat line for the next year? That would be crazy. MACD starting to curl over on the 1 minute. 1 minute's not as relevant. Looks like we're on that end crossover on the signal, indicating some strong buyers starting to step in. A little bit of green volume here. And RSI starting to curl over as well. So let's see if we can get anything, any type of trade going on here with SMCI. So crazy, man. We would have been in such a better position buying down here at $30, right? I could have bought right here at 30. Say $30, right? Buy that if we would have bought the breakout, right? We're not even looking at that anymore. But for this new trade, buying at 30, risking about 20 cents on 100 shares, because I would have been able to buy more. It would have been cheaper. Would have been like a $20 risk for about a 6% profit. So I would have risked $20 to make over $180. Now it's a little backwards, right? Now I'm risking 100 to make 50. You know, or make 100 or make whatever I thought I was going to get up to. I really seriously thought we could get up to like 35 today. And that's just me. So my risk to reward in that aspect was a, because it was going up, was a 2%, which is about $50, right? 50 bucks, 2% risk to make a 10 or 12% reward. $200 to $300. That was my thought process, but not many companies that go up. Not many companies that go up $3, 10%, and then will go up an additional $3, $4. So that was just a dumb move on my part, honestly. Thought I could catch this breakout. Didn't. Got rejected. Instead of closing my position out on these 10, 20, 30, 40 shares. I don't even know why I bought 40 shares. Instead of closing my position out at 31.60, I held. And then I bought more on this dip. A lot of consolidation. I mean, these are those freaking plays, guys. Yesterday, I got into one. I was down $50 for like most of the day, and then around was it 12.30? I went all the way back up to break even, made $2 and got out. So I didn't lose money, but I didn't really make any either. Silver looking good too. Hims was good to me today. Help, I need to get better at switching 10 for 100 when it's cheaper. Stock gains are low. Yeah, and I need to do the exact opposite. I need to go from leveling, from taking 80, 100 shares to maybe taking less shares, right? Oh, wow, Hims looking good. Nice job. What made you enter? Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Was it that second? I mean, there's a lot of consolidation above the moving average. This first pop and then retest and then pop back up would have been a nice move, right? That's $1 per share. And it came back down, retested again at 42, pop back up for a nice $1.50 per share. And it looks like it may be retesting this moving average again. Very nice. Very nice on Hims. Confirmation break range of opening candle. Ah, okay. I see you. I see you there, what you did there. Right here, right? Break a candle. Or, I'm sorry, opening candle, right? Break of opening candle. Dang. And it was a small candle, so good job. Came in. It opened at 41.98. I must have came down slightly and then ripped up. Or, yeah. It opened in the green, came down, closed in the green. Very beautiful. And look at that. It's already up again from where we just were looking at down here at 43.23. Whew. Nice 50-cent move right there. Easy 50-cent move. Good job. Good job. And see, I don't have any money to trade it. Here we go. Here's the reversal setting up. This is exactly what we're talking about here. Waiting for confirmation. Waiting for the rejection period. Loading up on the consolidation period. Or at least starting a position down here. And then loading up when we see that it's starting to make progress in our direction. Not trying to guess where the bottom is on the way down, but actually understanding where the bottom is. This is insane. Like, it's insane that it works, but the execution is poor. FOMO will keep you from getting a good entry. By being patient, waiting, you can then get a better entry, and we would already be up again. We talked about this yesterday. Buying at 30 range, buying at 30 range, leveling up, adding more, adding more, adding more. We could already be up 80 cents on our position. 80 cents per share. We could be up 3% on 1,000, 30 bucks. 2,000, 60 bucks. Pushes up even more, 6% move. We're up 60, $120 because we scaled into this when we noticed that there was this validation of support. So now it's going to go all the way back up, and we're going to end up breaking even, resulting in a nice $100 move, a $100 trade, but $0 for us, right? Pretty much going to break even today. So could also go higher. That's another thing about day trading, right? Overnight, this thing could pop up to 35, 45, 50, and we could miss it because I don't hold any positions overnight. Now, there are some days where you're like, man, I wish I would have held. And there's days where you're like, man, I am happy I did not hold, right? It's hard enough to day trade and go with direction. It's even harder to guess and predict the future. Because we don't know what the future holds for any of these companies. SMCI could have a crazy freak accident and lose 100% of all of their equipment tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you just never freaking know. And that's my process on that, right? I mean, I don't like to trade earnings reports. I don't like to trade earnings calls before Look at AMD, look at Tesla, look at Nvidia. You know, you're buying at 130s, it goes down to 119. You get scared, you hit the sell button, you're down 20-30%. Retesting. Now it's above the moving average. It's above the secondary support now, which was the resistance. So holding, it's maintaining. We are now above where our stop loss is. So that's kind of where we are here now, guys. We are back above our stop loss. So if I would have stopped out, we would have been out of a trade, down $70. But sometimes it's okay to go against your trade plan if it does make sense. Okay, my trade plan was, okay, I'm going to risk 2%. Yeah, well, you got in too high, dummy. And now you're going to have to risk 4, 4.5, maybe 5% because your support level's here. When I bought into this trade, all I saw was where I could potentially make money. I didn't see where it could potentially come back and bounce. If I would have seen that before I took the trade, I would have waited. Should have waited. Could have waited. And knowing support, hey, support could be at $28 or a moving average. Don't even get in until it gets anywhere close. Oh, it didn't get close to the moving average. It stopped around this area. Okay, great. I'm going to start buying a few here. If it goes down to the moving average, I have a better understanding of, hey, this is a 2% risk for a beautiful, you know, maybe 6-7% move. Compared to, look at this. What am I trying to get? There's nothing here. There's nothing here to get to. But there's plenty to go back to. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys. I'm literally trying to make this as informational as possible, as I either lose money or make money on a continuous basis. But we do this every day, guys. Every freaking day we go live, no matter what. Don't sugarcoat anything. We don't hide anything from you guys. I share my wins, my losses. Every trade I take in this account is public to you all. Smash that like button for me. Show me a little love. And if you think we're doing a good job here by explaining ourselves and our trade ideas, then consider subscribing, joining our Discord, becoming an LTE member for life. 100% free. Get in now, because it might not be free for long, guys. We're serving a lot of knowledge here. Major RIVN. Nope. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Very nice little push. Does it hold? Does it continue to sell back off to those $30 levels? It's above VWAP. It's above the 45-day moving average. On the 5-minute, still looking very bullish. Very nice. Rajan, I just joined from yesterday, but you are the best. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I know I'm not. I know I'm not the best. I can be. I can be. We just got to get there. We got to get there, guys. This is years in the making. I thought I could master this in 6 months like everyone thinks. And we're going on a couple years. I mean, I've been off and on long-term trading, collecting monthly paying stocks that pay dividends for over 6, 7, 8, whoa, man, maybe 8 years now, building that long-term portfolio. And then a couple years ago, I got bored. You know, I started looking at my P&L every day, you know, and seeing it go up, seeing it go up, seeing it go down. Like, hey, I made $1 today, babe. I made $2 today, babe. Oh, today, you know, this month I made $20. And then, you know, of course it starts going up, but just it's never enough. So it's like, what could I do as another way to make money with stocks? Hey, let's swing trade. Tried that for a while. Didn't really find a lot of success in swing trading. It was like trying to be patient again, right? I didn't want to be patient and wait for this setup to happen. I didn't want to wait a week or a month or a year for my trade idea to play out and have money sitting in there just waiting. I felt like that was just long-term investing again and wishing and hoping. At least with the dividends, I got, you know, monthly or quarterly income. So then I went to day trading and found more success. It's a lot faster. There's a lot more action, you know, catching this move here. There's a lot more excitement, a lot more adrenaline rush. And maybe that's it. Maybe I'm an adrenaline junkie. I used to play sports, skateboard, bike ride, I mean, you name it, football, track. I was in so many different sports and activities in and out of school, ROTC, ton of stuff, guys. I've always been super active. So my mind's active, and I love this type of trading. I just love it. It's fast, it's quick. Look at this reversal, man. Another beautiful play. Beautiful play here. And still pushing up. I mean, we might even be able to make a couple bucks off of this today. And I'm not going to get greedy, okay? I'm not going to get greedy here. I mean, even if we just lose the $20 today, this is the only trade I took. Right here, as you can see, my day's P&L is down $18. And I know you guys saw I was down over $100 earlier. But I stuck to my trade plan. I stuck to knowing that there was support here after this 2 candle. Bounced up, retest, bounced up. So being more patient, buying 10 shares here. The breakout didn't happen. Okay, you have 10 shares. Then I could have loaded up with 80, 90 shares down here. My average would have went from 31 to probably like 30, or even 30 and 10 or 12 cents. You know what I mean? Okay, back up testing that pre-market open, or open. We're testing the open now, guys. Okay, this could be where it flushes very easily. It could flush. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to sell 40 if it does at market. We don't want this to flush, guys, and go back down $100. You know, if it flushes and we go down, you know, $20, $40, okay, so be it. But here we go. $31.04. Still pushing up, guys. We don't want to sell too early. We do that here too. We do this here a lot too. We buy in too early and before confirmation, and then we sell too early when it's on the uptrend. But it's having trouble finding that push up. Open 3104, high 3107. So 3104, 3107, we have to cross over, guys. We need to cross over 3107 to get more bullish. Be green on the day. Here we go. Come on. It's having a lot of trouble passing that 3107. It may come back down and retest the purple moving average, the 9-day exponential moving average. We're just going to wait and hold, guys. We're close. We're close to breaking even and also making some profits. Rajan, in terms of transparency and honesty, especially in these markets, your morning sessions are very educational and inspirational. Thank you. Thank you, Rajan. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, we just broke 3107. There we go. It's going to start getting bullish now. 3107, 3108. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's get above 3119 now. Oh, back to 31. Just going to be patient. Let's wait and see. How's it looking on the 5-minute? 5 minutes looking decent. It's open. It's trying to stay open. RSI's wanting to curl back over. We don't want to go back down $100, guys, okay? 20 bucks maybe. I'll take 20 bucks, but we can't go back down 100. It looked like it got rejected again from that open. We got to get above 3111. So we're going to put that resistance there, guys. 31.7 is a resistance. I think it's going to get rejected here. Come on. Got to talk to it a little bit sometimes too. Come on. Go up. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh man, a little light humor for today. Come on, baby. Very risky trade, guys. Very risky trade. We're coming back from the dead here. Okay, if I wanted to took this one and this one, these 40 shares at 30.85, if I would have took them down here, we would have had a better average and already been out or profitable. When in doubt, don't even take a trade. Or very light trade. 1 share, 5 shares, 10 shares. Even 10 shares, if I got 10 shares at 28 and it went to 32, that still would have been like $30, $40. $30 or $40 on 10 shares. Okay, here we go, pushing up 31.17. We're gonna go ahead and nope, we're not gonna sell, guys. We're not gonna sell here. Come on, 31.16. It's pushing up. It's above open. I always end up selling too early, but I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to at least break even today. We're gonna reduce our position size by 40. That's what we're gonna do. I feel a little bit more comfortable now, just reducing that position size. And of course it would push up. 31.20 is where I sold. It's up 31.25. Let's see if we can ride this up a little bit more, guys. We just swung $100. We're down 100, up 100, and there we go. There's a nice little push. Let's see if we touch our 40 limit order, 31.99. We could even ride the last 5 shares. Let's go. SMCI up to 31.50. We're up $15, $16. 31.75 is our next resistance. I may take profits there. 31.60. 31.50. Beautiful move. We're going to bring this down to 31.70. Does it hit 31.70? Come on. Here we go. There it is. 31.70. Give me 31.70. There it is. About to lock in profits. 31.70. 31.69. Come on, push it. $31.68. Come on, $31.68. Give it to me. 65, 66, 68. Ooh. That was a lot more stressful than it needed to be. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. Trading does not have to be like this. We talk about it all the time, guys. We get in up here at the top. We ride this all the way down. Most beginner traders and myself would have sold down at this level. Oh, our trade plan didn't work. It didn't happen right away. I suck. You get discouraged. You quit. Maybe you don't even come back to trading ever again. Crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Still got 5 shares, riding 5 shares up. See how high we could take it. Every day we trade setups like this. 3 stages of reversal. We find that range, the range of the top, the range of the bottom. Where is it getting consolidation at, right? A lot of consolidation here at first. Did it break it? Yeah, when it broke it, it went up. We're going to go ahead and sell our last 5 shares here, guys. Sign of weakness. No progress up above. We're going to sell those 5 shares and get out. We're up $23.50. How about that? Almost 1% on the day. And it could have been a lot better, guys. I mean, these trades, these are $100 trades, $200 positions. And I am not performing where I need to be. Gosh, I don't know what happened. June, July, August, beautiful months. September, October, November, December, crappy months. January, started out great. Took two really bad trades. Like, just 2 really horrible trades in January and gave back all of my January profits. And now in February. So there's cycles, there's seasons. We need to understand that. We're not always going to be winners. But how can we reduce our risk on the losers? How can we make sure that we don't lose so much money? This could have been a horrible trade today, guys. I could have been down $100 today. And again, we could be having a completely different conversation. 3 stages of reversal works. Support and resistance ranges work. But we have to let them work. We have to show them. And if the setup's not there, if we completely miss this setup and it continued to sell off, then we would have gotten so burned. And I've been there. I've been burned before. Yeah, we're up. Causing a ruckus. Welcome. We're up. We were down over $100 this morning, holding into this dip to break even. And again, I sold too early. I sold 40 shares at 31.20. So that would have been an additional $20 right now in profit. So we would have been up like 40 something bucks. But it could have flushed. Look where I sold. It could have literally flushed on that very next candle, and we could have been back down $50 or $100. So it was a good day. I'm going to share my recap video with you guys later on. We need to focus more on buying in this range, not buying up here. This was a holy moly with 85 shares, 816. This was $170 today if I would have bought at these lows. And hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda, no big deal. You guys are awesome. I'm getting inside my head. I'm explaining my thought process and how we can all learn how to be better traders tomorrow, right? And look, still pushing up, 31.99. I kind of figured it could get back up to that 31.99, but again, see how that tail formed? Really big tail and then whooshed back down. These four are a better indication of where resistance is compared to that one right there. If I would have set it up here and it never would have went and it would have touched 31.70, I would have kicked myself in the foot. I would have kicked myself in the butt because that is where most of your resistance is. Right? And so it did pass that resistance, went right up to 31.99. It's testing 31.99. If it gets a 31.99 breakout, goes to 32, 32.30, this can go up to $32, $33, $34, $35. It very easily can. It can go up to $48, $50. And if you're a long-term investor, maybe this is the area where you might decide to buy. But beautiful, man. Beautiful. Right back up to that 31.99 resistance. Didn't have to, but it certainly did. You can't get more textbook than that, guys. That trade was a textbook trade, and we seen it from a mile away. We just did not execute it well. And there it is. 3 stages of reversal setup. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good today. Exis. Yes, I am. Thank you. Guys, we came back from the dead. We were down over $100. Could have sold, been down, and red. Losing, I think, like 5%, which would have been my max loss on, like, the week. Not just the day, but, like, the week. Right? What a day. What a day indeed. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. What are you guys watching, looking at? Anything you guys need help on? Anything you'd like me to take a look at before we end this live stream today? Also want to make you guys aware that we will have our recap video today as well. Now that we're not trading anymore, I won't have to update you in trade ideas either, as we are done for the day basically. SMCI pushing up 32.45, doing what I wanted it to do earlier. I wanted to get the breakout to new highs, and hey, it's all right. I could have held longer. I could have also lost more money. So, it is what it is. Selling 40 and holding 40, I could have been better off. 31.20 to 32.50. Oh my God, that was another $100. Another $100 by waiting. So I need to do better holding my positions longer. Easily $250, almost $300 today on a 100 share position. Actually, it was 85 shares and still pushing. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. How do we be better? That's the important part, right? How can we... There's no point in selling on the 1 minute. No break of pattern. So by understanding there was no break of pattern on the 9 EMA, we could have continued to ride this up. Locking in, selling 40 shares, a little more comfortable, and then selling 40 shares at 31.68. That was an 80 additional shares. 80 additional shares, another $80. We could have literally had $100 today. That was a $200 swing right there. Insane. Insane. Exits, I just scalped some of my Nvidia trades. Smooth 200 day, probably done for the day unless AMD drops to 100. Exits, thanks for even watching, man. It sounds like you're doing really good. You're finding success on your own before you even found this channel. And I appreciate you sharing your successes with us and your profits as well. Sounds like you're doing really well, sir. And I can't wait to get back to that level. I know we can get back to those $100, $200 days. We've been there before. I've personally been there before, making $100, $200 days. And I just got to get back to that again. It's interesting because June, July, I want to say it was around the same amount, like $2,000 or $3,000. Maybe I was closer to like $4,000 or $5,000. It's way easier the more money you have. It sounds crazy, but if you could learn how to trade with a small amount of money, then more money would make it easier. But it's hard to learn how to trade with small money because you don't get as many trades in as if you had a lot of money. That's why a lot of people, and including myself, recommend simulation trading. Get you a paper trading account or something that basically is going to allow you to trade with the amount of money that you want to trade with. You know, if you feel like 1,000 is comfortable or 5,000 is comfortable or 10,000 is comfortable to you, then learn how to trade with that amount of money. And then as you're learning to trade with a paper account, try to maybe save that money or put that money to the side. Maybe you already have that money available to use, but once you become profitable and consistent, then you can start using that money. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, growing a small account with $500 is not only hard, but it also takes a long time, right? To double 500, it could take even longer than doubling 1,000, right? Because if I had $500 today, I could only buy like maybe 10 or 15 shares, something like that. So if this went up $1, I made $10 or $15. Compared to buying 100 shares, you're making $100 or $150. So that exponential growth definitely comes into play. I am really sad right now, guys. I sold so freaking early. I could still be holding this position and still making money. I sold 85 shares at 31.20 and 31.70. 31.70, guys. 31.20. Are you crazy? This pushed up another $2 on top of the $2 that already was up. A beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Tomorrow, I am so pumped for tomorrow. This went up 10%. 10%, guys. $100 on 1,000 would have been $200 on 2,000, and I think I had $2,700 in a position. Would have been up closer to $300 today. And you know what? I'm happy with my $23. So we'll take it. I appreciate you guys' time. Like always, remember, trading is risky. Manage your risk. And remember, let's end the year on a green note. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our recap video in about an hour or two. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I go live again tomorrow morning at Market Open. You guys are awesome. I had a lot of fun trading with you today. A lot of emotions are spread and a lot of information has been put into your mind that you may not have known before this live stream. A lot of thanks, a lot of good stuff. You were down, bro, and ended up taking profits. It's a good day. Jeremiah, thank you. Always a good day when you're green. Appreciate you. And we'll see you all in the recap. Later.